welcome back to APWC. In this video, I'll be talking about the entire Blade Runner franchise. So without wasting any time, let's begin.
Ready.
In 2019 Los Angeles, former police officer Rick Deckard is assigned a mission to retire the 4 replicants that have come back to Earth illegally. Before taking up the job, he comes in contact with Eldon Tyrell, the CEO of Tyrell Corporation, who is in the business of making replicants. He also meets Tyrell's assistant Rachel.
We call it Voight Comp for short.
Mr. Deckard, Dr. Eldon Tyrell.
Although Rachel is unaware, but after a few rounds of Voight Comp test, Deckard realizes that Rachel is a superior form of replicants created by Tyrell, who implanted his niece's memory in Rachel.
Those aren't your memories, they're somebody else's. They're Tyrell's nieces.
Deckard successfully retires 3 replicants, but the leader of these replicants, Roy Batty, gives him a tough competition, almost like a battle for survival. He then continues to share his plight, that how replicants like him have seen so much that no one will ever see or believe.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
And before dying, Roy gives the famous Tears in Rain monologue.
All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain.
In the end, Deckard, who is in love with Rachel, runs away with her in order to protect her from Gaff and other officers. Now, in Blade Runner 2049, Agent K, played by Ryan Gosling, is a replicant of Nexus 8, which is the superior form of replicants, created by Wallace Corporation, who took over Tyrell Corporation after the blackout. He gets the info about a replicant, Sapper Morton, who is alive, and goes to retire him.
I don't retire my own kind because we don't run. Only older models do. You new models are happy scraping the shit because you've never seen a miracle.
After retiring Sapper, Kay finds out that a female replicant had successfully given birth. With constant visions backed by data, Agent K feels like he was the one, and after investigating further, realizes that the female replicant was Rachel, who gave birth to Deckard's child.
What's her name? Rachel. Her name was Rachel.
With this dilemma, will Kay be able to uncover the truth, or will he uncover a larger hidden secret? Is he the born child, or is he a part of a bigger cover-up? That's what Blade Runner 2049 is all about. The visuals of this film are beyond comparison. In fact, this is one of the most stunning films I have seen, and I can say that on record that this feels like the most visually stunning and aesthetically pleasing film in Denis Villeneuve's filmography. I spoke about Dune 2 on this channel and how you have to view it along with Dune 1. Well, that's the same problem with Blade Runner 2049. If you don't watch it in the chronology, you will miss the entire plot points of Blade Runner 2049, a mistake that I did back in 2017. Which made me believe that this was a trash art house film, but I was wrong and I admit it openly. By the end of Blade Runner, I felt the pain of Roy, and by the end of Blade Runner 2049, I felt the pain of Agent K, aka Joe.
The real boy needs a real name.
Officer KD6-3.
That's not a name. That's a serial number.
All right. Joe.
In the end of Blade Runner, we get to see tears in rain, and in the end of Blade Runner 2049, we see tears in snow. Something so poetic and melancholic in nature. So the question is, what's the chronology? You begin with Blade Runner. Next, you watch Blade Runner Blackout 2022, which is a 15-minute animated short film. Next, you watch 2036 Nexus Dawn, which is a 6-minute short film about how Neander Wallace restarts making replicants who are better than the ones created by Tyrell. Next, 2048 Nowhere to Run, which is again a 6-minute short film wherein Sapper Morton's identity is revealed and his location gets flagged. And finally, Blade Runner 2049, which starts with the retiring of Sapper Morton by Agent K. An anime named Blade Runner Black Lotus takes place after Blade Runner Blackout 2022, but before 2036 Nexus Dawn. Honestly, I haven't seen this anime because I am not a big anime fan. A series, Blade Runner 2099, is in development, and it will be interesting to see Michelle Yeoh as Alvin, a replicant near the end of her life, and Hunter Schafer in an undisclosed role. Last but not the least, the credit for the visuals also goes to Sir Roger Deakins, who is the cinematographer of Blade Runner 2049 and also the cinematographer of various films that we all have loved. This movie earned Sir Roger Deakins his first Academy Award for Best Cinematography. The influence of this franchise has helped spawn the cyberpunk subgenre.
Fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
Casting Ryan Gosling as Kay and bringing Harrison Ford back, who reprises his character as Deckard in Blade Runner 2049, was such a boss move. But the best of them all was Ana de Armas. Whoever thought of this gets my respect.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
I think she can definitely fix me. Ana de Armas is at the top spot of my celebrity crush list, and she will be there for a while. We also have Dave Bautista in a brief role, but if you consider the short film 2048 Nowhere to Run, then it's a decent role which Bautista has pulled off seemingly well. One of those WWE stars who genuinely cemented his career by showcasing his acting prowess. Jared Leto, like most of the times, felt pretty unused, but he does a banger job of portraying the character of Neander Wallace. Man's got great potential and range, no doubt. There are many other characters which have a brief appearance and do justice to the role and screen time provided to them.
Sometimes to love someone, you gotta be a stranger.
That's it for this video, guys. Comment on your thoughts on the Blade Runner franchise, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, then do subscribe. Till next time, bye.